Thank you very much, Deputy Speaker. And Speaker, I rise today on behalf of my Hotham community to speak out against the government's cuts to the Status Resolution Support Service, or the SRSS. Speaker, you'd be aware that the SRSS is designed to support people who are on bridging visas in Australia. So they've applied for refugee status, but the Immigration Department is still making up their mind about whether that will be given or not. Deputy Speaker, the SRSS provides these people, some of whom are the most vulnerable people in our entire country, supports they need to survive. We're talking here about things like casework, like trauma counselling, Deputy Speaker, and like the necessary income they need to have a roof over their head and money to feed their children. A lot of these people have dependent children, Deputy Speaker. Deputy Speaker, these are people who are trying to rebuild their lives in our country. Many of them have seen and experienced things that no human being should ever have to go through. They've come here at the generosity of this beautiful country of ours to seek our support and assistance. And it is my belief that the least we can do to these people is to try to provide them with support they need to have food in the fridge, to be able to get their kids to school every day while their refugee status is being determined. Now, Deputy Speaker, I speak today at the request of some crucial groups within my community who advocate for the interests of people with who are refugees. And Deputy Speaker, they do so from rich and great experience. I'm very lucky to represent an area of Melbourne where we have a great number of refugees. You only need to walk down Springvale Road or Buckingham Avenue in Springvale to see the enormous contribution that will come when we provide proper support to these communities. But if we take that support away, it's an act of utter cruelty. Deputy Speaker, the City of Greater Dandenong have been one of the key advocates in this area, and I want to pay tribute to the Mayor of the City of Greater Dandenong, Yuhorn Chia, who travelled to Canberra with some of his councillor colleagues to conduct meetings, and Labor's spokesperson on this issue, the member for Blair, was kind enough to speak directly with the Mayor about this issue. Deputy Speaker, one of the things that's been really frustrating about watching this issue play out is that the government hasn't been able to provide really basic information about who is going to be affected by this policy change. We conducted Senate estimates recently where Labor senators subjected this to the normal inquiry process. Basic things like how many people will have their supports taken away, like how many dependent children will have supports removed, were not able to be answered by the department, and that is just simply not good enough. Deputy Speaker, some students at Monash also raised this with me: Austin Bond, Charmaine Smith, Mia Glass and Ali Khan. These are 4 young people who are desperately concerned about this issue, and I thank them for their advocacy. Thank you, Deputy Speaker.
I thank the member for Hotham.